In this video we are talking about the Melda MdynamicEQ plugin, a top-tier dynamic EQ. You can get it for free until the 16th of July. What does this plugin do? Well, it's a dynamic EQ in proper Melda style. That means you get everything you can think of and things you never thought of. There are up to 5 very tweakable bands for dynamic EQ processing and a high and low pass. You get some controls for width and dynamic EQ behavior. You get more in-detail info when you press here. Boom! Open the floodgates of Melda style control. 15 different filters to choose from. And the dynamics controls give you a lot of power you won't find by default in many other dynamic EQs. I basically always use dynamic EQ plugins in a correcting manner. That means I usually set up the EQ to reduce. Here's a snare with a rather clear resonance ping. With regular EQ dipping, you get something like this. With the adjustable attack, release and transient dialed in, the plugin does this. The dynamic EQ settings keep the snare attack more intact and natural. The normal EQ dip will choke the snare much more. Thanks to the same attack and release controls, MDynamic can also work as a subtle debleeding plugin, like on this snare. Pay attention to the reduction of hi-hat while the attack in the high end stays intact. Let me know in the comments how you use a dynamic EQ. Melda sent me this plugin, which is handy for creating a video like this, but they don't sponsor it. That is done by DistroKid. Let's use the MDynamicEQ to tuck in my horrible voice during this sponsored segment. DistroKid is popular for musicians looking to get their music onto streaming platforms like Spotify and Apple Music. It's fast, easy to use and affordable. With DistroKid, you'll keep 100% of the royalties you earn. Give it a try and see why so many artists are using DistroKid to distribute their music. Get 7% off of your first year by using the link in the description of this video. Melda's MDynamic comes with a very clear frequency analyzer. It makes it easy to see what is happening in the audio. And you can also switch to a sonogram style of the analyzer, or use both at the same time. Of course, the settings of these analyzers can be fully tweaked to your liking. The plugin can add saturation if you want. Analog is also interesting. It controls the filter's behavior and its curves. It makes them more non-linear and more analog sounding at the cost of CPU usage. MDynamicEQ is that type of tool which always will be useful. There's no reason to not get it right now, being free and all. Simply buy it for 0 monies in the Melda store. In the video on screen you will find my video on my favorite Melda plugin, which is the Melda M-Drum Replacer. It's a great plugin to replace drum sounds in a mix. Also linked